Hello, troopers, and welcome back to G.A.R. Productions. Today, I realized I had almost slighted a faction in Star Wars. Today, we're going to be looking at the top 5 Rebel troopers. I'm actually going to be, again, a couple disclaimers. One, I'm doing the top 5 Rebel troopers from each sub-unit within the Rebel Alliance. They're not just going to be the best army builders. They are going to be good for army building, but they're not going to be the cheapest ones for army building, nor are they just going to be the straight top 5 best that I think, but they're going to be the one best, in my opinion, from each subsection. But I noticed that I hadn't done that. I'd done a lot of stuff for the clones and the Empire, and I think I even did a top 10 battle droid army builders, but I haven't done top 5 rebels. So I thought I would do top 5 rebels. And this is in no particular order. I'm not saying that the number 5 is worst. I thought about trying to do that, but just honestly, I think all these are the best in their class. So I just left it the way they are. This is in no particular order. This is just how the cookie crumbles. So at first I have the Hoth Rebel Trooper. This is, I'll throw up some pictures. The one with some smiles and a serious face, that kind of era. It's going to be around the 2015 to 2017 timeline, I believe, was these Rebel Troopers. And these are, in my opinion, these are the best. I know the newer design ones look nice, but the reason I have these at the number 1 spot, or I think are the best Hoth Rebel Trooper, is because they look accurate. I really like the design. They have leg printing, which is very nice. There was some Rebel Troopers in between. The newest Hoth Rebels do have leg printing again, but the ones in between did not. That's what put them down. And then they also have backpacks, which I think looks very accurate and very cool. The newest Hoth Rebels did not have backpacks, especially in the accessory pack. So those are the reasons, in my opinion, why those are both really good Hoth Rebels, but I think these ones are the best that we've got in the past 10 years are these Hoth Rebels. Again, I think it's from 2015, 2016 era, so that's why I put them as the best Hoth Rebel that we have gotten. Next, I have the Rebel Fleet Trooper from the most recent Boarding the Tantive 4 and other sets around that time. I think this is an incredible minifigure. It would have been nice to get some dual molded legs. It would have been nice to get that little upgrade to have some boots. That would have been cool. But the torso is definitely just slight upgrades from the original Rebel Trooper, but still looks really good. And honestly, kudos to LEGO for making the Rebel Fleet Trooper helmet so long ago. That was almost 15 years ago, 20 years ago. I think it was about 15 years ago. And it hasn't changed, and it really doesn't need to. They did a fantastic job right from the get-go, and it doesn't really need to change. So kudos to them. That is something LEGO's done very, very well. Oh, sorry. The average for these troopers right now are only $4. They're actually very inexpensive. Supposedly there's also going to be another set with them coming later in this year, which might even drop them lower. So if you want some Rebel Fleet Troopers, now is the time. They have been, especially for the newer design from the 2015 to 2018 era. Those are kind of expensive, even though they're not that different, so it was kind of harder to that time. And then the Hoth Rebels I was talking about, most of them are about 6, 7, maybe a little bit more. Depends on which face you are looking to pick up. Next, I have the Rebel Endor Trooper from the Shuttle Tidarium. The reason I almost picked the Rebel Endor Trooper with the big red beard, I really like him, but the reason I picked this one is actually I kind of like the older green color a little bit more, just a tiny bit, but this one does have some really nice leg printing, so that's why this Rebel Trooper ended up winning out in my opinion. Unfortunately, we need Rebel Endor Troopers. They are not that cheap to acquire. Some of them are the ones from the 2012 Battle Pack are not, and you can always try and get some other flesh heads if you want to change it out and customize your Rebel Endor Troopers. But if you want the specific ones, both the big red bearded one, which I think is really cool, and then this one are $20. If you want the bearded one from Shuttle Tidarium that people think are Rex, well, that's kind of pushed him to be even far more expensive because people consider him to be Captain Rex. So unfortunately, it is not the most cost-effective Rebel unit to build at this time. The next one I have the Rebel Desert Trooper with the helmet and jetpack from the Battlefront Battle Pack. I think this trooper looks amazing. His helmet mold is fantastic. LEGO did just a fantastic job, especially for something that they only did once and have not used again. So very Very well done to Lego. Very much appreciated. This one in particular is $10. Some of the other Desert Troopers are not as much. Some of them are a little bit more. And if you want one of the aliens, I think the Rodian or the Duro, I can't remember, is a little bit more, but they're not horribly expensive for almost being. I think they're 10 years old next year. So a really good figure and a really good battle pack. Definitely miss being able to get more of these. And then the last one I have, mostly because of the helmet style that I really like. I have the Rebel Trooper Light Nugget head. With dark pearl dark gray band, and then the helmet. I'll throw up a picture of him. Obviously, this is a Rogue One Rebel. This is my favorite Rogue One trooper, mostly because I really like the color of the torso and the legs go really nice together, but the helmet. There's a couple Rebel troopers from Rogue One that had that helmet. It's a really cool helmet. It is perhaps my favorite, even though they've done an amazing job on all the Rebel trooper helmets. It might be my favorite Rebel trooper helmet. It looks amazing, and I think this one is the best Rogue One Rebel, even though the one that has the special helmet, I can't remember what that one's called. I'll throw up a picture. That one's pretty cool, though. That's a close second, but I just really like this helmet design. Even though that one might be a little bit more cool, I think this one looks a little bit more better and is more my favorite. So that is going to do it today, guys. This Rebel, by the way, is about 10, 11 for new, so used condition you can get a little bit cheaper than that. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know down below what your favorite Rebel subunit is, if you agree with my list, or what you think instead should have been in the top spot for these Rebel troopers in these categories. Let me know down in the comments. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, please consider liking and subscribing, and again, leave a comment down below what your favorite Rebel is. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.